Hello everyone, Big Joe here and welcome to the first video in a series that I call Quick One. It's a series of super short videos to keep this channel updated while I'm working on bigger projects. It might be strange for my first one of these to be about video game music, but I just platinumed Kingdom Hearts 3 and there's one aspect in particular that I am just dying to talk about. Be warned, I am about to share major spoilers for Kingdom Hearts 2, 358 over 2 days, and 3, so please proceed with caution. Also a big thanks to Inferno Blast for providing the video. There will be a link to their YouTube channel in the description as well as on the end card. If there's one thing that games like Persona 5 and Nier Automata have taught me, it's how to appreciate a banging soundtrack, and no game has enjoyed the fruit of that labour more than Kingdom Hearts. People like to complain about the complexity of the story, but I love every second of it, especially anything to do with the relationship between Roxas, Axel and Xion. Something I've noticed while playing Kingdom Hearts 3 is the excellent way their story has progressed through the soundtrack alone. Here's what I mean. The song you're hearing right now is referred to as Roxas Theme for Kingdom Hearts 2. It pops up here and there throughout the game, but the first time you realise what a tragic song it is at the end of the game's prologue, where Roxas comes to terms with the fact that his existence is a lie and that it is about to end.
You're lucky. Looks like my summer vacation is over.
The next monumental moment for this piece of music is when it returns as Last Promise near the very end of Kingdom Hearts 2, when Roxas temporarily comes back to fight for his existence. You'll notice that this song is somewhat faster and more intense than Roxas's theme. This perfectly reflects Roxas's desperation to win this fight. His existence is on the line and my god does he fight for it. Of course, he ultimately loses this battle and fully merges with Sora at the very end of the game. Now before I move on to Kingdom Hearts 3, a game worth mentioning is 358 over 2 days. I know it's supposed to be called 358 Days over 2, but if that's what you wanted, then the title should have looked like this. In this game, Roxas becomes good friends with fellow organization members Axel and Xion. However, this game ends in heart-wrenching tragedy. For reasons I won't get into here, Xion has to be killed by Roxas, so she makes him kill her out of self-defense. The song that plays over the final stage of this fight is Vector to the Heavens, a song which is sad and intense, perfectly reflecting the emotions of Roxas, who is fighting his best friend, and Xion, who is in the process of sacrificing herself. Finally, we get to Kingdom Hearts 3. Axel is down a Keyblade and a mysterious figure is ordered to kill him. Sora stops this individual, calmly telling them that they don't have to do this anymore. He says her name, Xion, and she remembers everything she had been through. Just as one of the big bads is about to strike her down, Sora's heart calls out and is responded to by another hooded figure, who is introduced with a similar sounding theme.
Roxas!
This is where we get to the final piece of music I will be discussing, that begins when Roxas and Xion bring the fight to the organization. I can't tell you for sure what this song is called, but most people refer to it as Last Promise Cross Vector to the Heavens or Roxas and Xion Battle Theme. This song combines both Last Promise and Vector to the Heavens in a single, intense, triumphant track. It's the perfect song for this fight. Roxas and Xion have both been through hell. They have been lied to, manipulated, and forced to do terrible things, all by the League of Bad Guys, the organization. But now it's time to fight back, and as this song suggests, they do so with all their hearts. Just think about the evolution this track had, from a sad, hopeless tune to a desperate one to something as badass as this. This is how you tell a story using music alone. So what should be taken from this? Well, never underestimate the power of music. While there's no shortage of great scenes that have been amplified by having excellent music, I can't think of many tracks that have evolved over the course of a story to contribute to that story. If you can think of any more examples, please let me know in the comments below. And that is it for this video. If you want to see more of this kind of stuff, make sure you subscribe. If you'd like to see the notes, outtakes, or just have a chat on Discord, links to all of those are in the description. If you'd like to see the short films I write and direct, check out the parent channel Big Joe Productions. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you next time.